your favorite men and women on the stage. You might be a businessman, a high-degree thief. They may call you doctor, they may call you chief. You got to serve somebody. Serve somebody. You got to serve somebody. Yeah. Serve somebody. Well, it may be the devil, it may be the Lord. You got to serve somebody. Serve somebody. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah. You may call me Robert, you may call me Jimmy, you may call me anything. No matter what you say, you got to say, yeah, serve somebody. You got to serve somebody. You got to serve somebody. Well, it may be the devil, it may be the Lord. You got to serve somebody. You got to serve somebody. It may be the devil, it may be the Lord. You got to serve somebody. Yeah.
Pop Staples.
Well, only fitting to follow Mavis with her dad, Roebuck, the legendary Pop Staples. The track was, of course, You Gotta Serve Somebody, and it's taken from an album, Don't Lose This, which was released posthumously some 15 years after his death. Apparently, and it's quite a nice story, he was in pretty bad shape towards the end, but when he heard the album, he told Mavis, "Don't lose this," which is where the title comes from. Really interestingly recorded album, very ethereal sound, and I'm obliged to SlimSteve from the Yellow Dog Band for turning me onto it. Last couple of weeks I've played Tom Ford and Louisiana Red with tracks of just voice and harp. I'm going to go one better now with just voice and hands, and that can only be one man. This is the great Son House. This is Grinning in My Face.
Don't you mind people grinning in your face? Don't mind people grinning in your face. Yeah, just bear this in mind, a true friend is hard to find. Don't you mind people grinning in your face? You know your mother will talk about you, your sisters and your brothers too. Yes, don't care how you're trying to live, they'll talk about you still. Yes, but bear this in mind, a true friend is hard to find. Don't you mind people grinning in your face? Don't mind people grinning in your face. Don't mind people grinning in your face. Oh, just bear this in mind, a true friend is hard to find. Don't you mind people grinning in your face? You know they'll jump you up and down, they'll carry you all around and around. Just as soon as your back are turned, they'll be trying to crush you down. Yes, but bear this in mind, a true friend is hard to find. Don't you mind people grinning in your face? Don't mind people grinning in your face. Don't mind people grinning in your face. Oh, Lord, just bear this in mind, a true friend is hard to find. Don't you mind people grinning in your face.
Did you get that letter that I mailed in your backyard? Mighty strange when the best of friends must part. Well, you get that letter that I mailed in your backyard. And mighty strange when the best of friends must part. Well, I got me letter stop. How do you reckon I read it? Said, come home, no one you love is dead. Well, I got me a letter home. How do you reckon it read? Said, come home, the one you love is dead. Well, I packed my suitcase in a bundle of clothes. I got there, she was laying on a cooling board. Well, I packed my suitcase, Lord, and I lit out down the road. When I got there, laying on a cooling board. Well, I went up close, I looked in her face, said, you're a good old girl, Lord, lay that a judgment day. I went up close and I looked down at her face. I said, you're a good old girl, lay that to judgment day. I had to fold my arms and slowly walked away. I didn't know what I had to pray. I said, I folded my arms and I slowly walked away. Well, I didn't know how it's time to pray. Well, I went upstairs, fell on my knees to pray, but the blues come down and burned my spirit away. Well, I went upstairs and I fell on my knees to pray, but the blues come and have burned my spirit away. Well, I didn't feel lonesome till the sun went down. I didn't have nobody to throw my loving arms around. I didn't feel lonesome till the hot evening sun go down. Well, I didn't have a soul to throw my arms around. Well, I got a letter this morning out of you. Reckon that red said, come home, when your love is dead. Well, I got a letter this morning. How do you reckon it read? Said, come home, the one you love is dead.
Wow, sounding like something from the Delta from 80 years ago, but it's actually Giles Hedley, who lives up the road to me, with Robert Johnson's Milk Cow Blues from his new album, Rain is Such a Lonesome Sound. And I really don't know where to begin with the praise I have for this disc. It's simply a magnificent example of how you can create classic Delta music without resorting to gimmicks, relying things on a love of music, talent, and a couple of guitars dated from 1917. The ambient ambient sound on the disc is particularly atmospheric, and Giles is a master. And I've invited him onto the porch in a few weeks to talk about the album, play a few of his favourite artists, and just talk about the blues, and that's going to be a special show. Someone else quite special is Rick Franklin, who has a new album, Dancing With My Baby. This is from it. This is kind of my mantra. You can't get that stuff no more.
You know, bootleg Sal lives on the hill. The law closed down her liquor still. Now you can't get the stuff no more. You can't get the stuff no more. No matter how you try, you can't buy, you can't get that stuff no more. Little Suzanne used to sell hair grease. Now she's in trouble with the chief of police. Now you can't get the stuff no more. You can't get the stuff no more. No matter how you try, you can't buy, you can't get that stuff no more. There goes Joe with a great big knife. Somebody mess around with his wife. Now you can't get the stuff no more. You can't get the stuff no more. No matter how you try, you can't buy, you can't get that stuff no more. Down on State Street they used to give it away. Now you can't get it if you offer to pay. Now you can't get the stuff no more. You can't get the stuff no more. No matter how you try, you can't buy, you can't get that stuff no more. That beat, the law done run him off of his beat. Now you can't get the stuff no more. You can't get the stuff no more. No matter how you try, you can't buy, you can't get that stuff no more.
Kind of favor I'll ask of you. Well, there's one kind of favor I'll ask of you. There's just one kind of favor I'll ask of you. You can't see that my grave is kept clean. And there's 2 white horses following me. And there's 2 white horses following me. I got 2 white horses following me, waiting on my burying ground. Did you ever hear that coughing sound? Did you ever hear that coughing sound? Did you ever hear that coughing sound? Means another poor boy's underground. Did you ever hear them church bells tone? Have you ever heard that church bells tone? Did you ever hear them church bells tone? Means another poor boy is dead and gone. When my heart stopped beating, my hands turned cold. and my heart stopped beating and my hands turned cold. My